So we are now going to talk about the first day of creation. God created 10 things on the first day. Bereshit bara Elokim et hashamayim v'et haaretz. So the heaven and the earth, tov avo, or choshech, ruach mayim, vayi'erev vayiboker yom echad. So he created the heaven and the earth, that's 2. Tow and bow, that's 4. Light, that's 5. Darkness, 6. Wind and water, that's 8. Night and day, or day and night, that's 9 and 10. Though the heavens and the earth consist of entirely different elements, they were created as a unit, like a pot covering, like the cover covering the pot. The heavens were fashioned from the lights of God's garment, and the earth from the snow under the divine throne. That's very mystical. The toe is the green band of the world, and the bow is the stones in the abyss that produces the water. So we could say that toe is earth, and bow were the waters that were still commingled and in chaos. Toe, bow is chaos. The light that was created on the first day is not the light of the sun, but it is called the Or Aganuz, the hidden light that God will only reveal during the Messianic times, and only to the very pious, the tzaddikim. That light was hidden because God foresaw and he anticipated the wickedness of the generation of Noah, the deluge, the flood, and also the sinful acts of the Tower of Babel generation. So Dora Mabul and Dora Flaga. So they weren't worthy of seeing that light. There are 7 heavens that are created. We spoke about it earlier in one of the classes. There are 7 heavens that have been created. The first one is the one visible to man. Okay? So it has no function except that of covering up the light during the nighttime. The planets are in the second heaven. Okay? So let's follow. The first heaven, it's like the sky that we see. The second heaven is the planets and the universe, the galaxy. The third is the manna. So the man that fell in the desert for the Israelites, that's where the manna is in the third, and it's made for the pious people. The fourth heaven contains celestial Jerusalem. So whatever there is in this world, whatever exists in this world, there's a perfect spiritual replica in the above world, and that's in the fourth world. So there's the temple, there's Jerusalem, and Michael ministers the high priest. The angel Michael is there. The fifth heaven, it's where the angels resides. So the angel hosts reside and sing the praise, Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzvaot, Meno Kol Haaretz Kevodo. So the angels pray at night when the humans aren't praying, and they can only start, that we'll learn in the second day, because the angels were created in the second day, and there's a machloket, there's another opinion, let's say the fifth day, and then you'll see why not the first day, but that's a different story. They only could start praying once man starts praying. The sixth heaven is a very weird one, because it's uncanny. They're originating most of the trials and visitations ordained for the earth and its inhabitants. There's like snow, there's hail up there, there's a dew, there's storms and cellars holding reserves of smoke, doors of fire separating these celestial chambers, It's really like bizarro world, if you could say. Again, I'm not that wise to really understand, but I'm telling you what I'm reading. And the supervision is of the archangel Metatron, one of the most important angels. And if I'm not mistaken, in the story of the four rabbis that entered the Garden of Eden, the Pardes, they saw Metatron sitting down, and it caused a huge uproar. Once again, we will get there some other day. And then we have, so that's the sixth world, the sixth heaven. And then we have the seventh heaven is where the right, the justice, and mercy exist, the storehouses of life, peace, blessings. So all the blessings, everything that's good. The souls of the pious are there. The souls and spirits of unborn generations are also there. The dew, which God will use to revive the dead, Chiyat HaMetim, during the Messianic times. The divine throne, the Kisei Kavod is there, surrounded by the Seraphim, the Ophanim, the Chayot, and all the ministering angels. So that's the highest of the heavens. Same thing for the earth. I won't get as much into detail, but there's 7 levels of earths. There's the Adama, there's the Arka, which contains Gehinam, which is on the 5th level of earth. There's the Share Mavet, Share Zalmavet. We are in, let me see, our earth is called Cheled. Our own earth is called Cheled. And like the others, it is separated from the Tevel by an abyss, the Tohu and Bohu, a sea and waters, meaning that the earth has been created with proper boundaries. Another thing very interesting here, it takes 500 years. So this is an explanation for us humans to understand the distances. So it takes 500 years to walk from the earth to the heavens, and from one end of heaven to the other, and also from one heaven to the next. And it takes the same length of time to travel from the east to the west, or from the south to the north. And we see here that beyond the inhabited parts to the east is paradise, with its 7 divisions. So 7 is clearly a magic number. The ocean is situated to the west. To the north is the hellfire, snow, hail, smoke, ice, darkness, and windstorms. And the vicinity sojourn all sorts of devils, demons, and malign spirits. And it would take 500 years to traverse it, the same thing. And in the south, to the south is the chamber containing reserves of fire, the cave of smoke, and the forge of blasts and hurricanes, so hell. From the south comes the burning wind, and if not for the angel Ben Nez, the winged, who keeps the south wind back with his pinions, the world would be consumed. Besides, the fury of its blast is tempered by the north wind, which always appears as a moderator, whatever other wind may be blowing. So there's already some sort of balance between north and south. To finish for the first day, where did God start the creation? Where did God start? Did he start in Canada? Did he start in the North Pole? Did he start in the equator? So the answer here is the construction of the earth was begun at the center. What does that mean, at the center? What is the center of the world? With the foundation stone of the temple. The Even Shetiyah for the Holy Land is at the central point of the surface. Very nice. But what's the center point of Israel? Jerusalem. Jerusalem is at the central point of Israel, and the temple is situated at the center of this holy city. And then we have the Kodesh HaKodashim. In the sanctuary itself, the Echal is the center, and the Holy Ark occupies the center of the Echal, built on the foundation stone, which thus is the center of the earth. So the center of the earth is none other than Jerusalem, the temple, and the center of the Bet Hamikdash. Is there anything else? And nope, that's it. So that's it for day 1. ויערב ויבוקר יום אחד. So, and in this day we see the word tov. ויאמר אלוקים יהי אור ויהי אור וירא אלוהים את האור כי טוב ויבדל אלוקים בין האור. And he saw that the light was good. Like we said, that's the light of Ora Ganuz and not the light of the sun. Now let's see if on the second day he will say Tov. If yes, if no, we'll find out.